So I've got another question from a subscriber. What's your thoughts on higher dimensions, and do you think the Earth is evolving into a higher one? This is a great question for several reasons. One, the whole 5D thing is very big right now. Everybody keeps talking about the 5D thing. I personally have a slightly different belief than most. I believe the universe and God is a vibratory sort of situation. And when our resonance, our vibration is in alignment with higher consciousness, then we go there. When I look at all this labeling of 5D and all this stuff, to me, most of that, personally, to me, is just New Age dogma being created around something so simple. You know, in Sufism, they talk about God being behind a veil, and God's on one side of the veil, we're on the other side of the veil, and our life is the struggle against the veil, and the veil is our fear. And in that regard, do I believe we're raising to a higher level of consciousness? Yes. Do I believe we're shifting to a different dimension? It's just a different word for consciousness to me. I think the dimensions thing is just, as I've said before, words are imperfect. I believe it. We are all one, and I believe that all the extraneous thought that goes around it is trying to make sense of the one, but it's so simple, And as far as raising in consciousness or going to a higher dimension, which would be what I would call raising in consciousness, I think that our veil is definitely getting thinner. And the reason I think that is because I can see it. I can see it in your questions. I can see it in the comments below my videos. I can see it in the responses that I'm getting. When I came out 15 years ago, no one was actually learning anything from what I was teaching there, or even agreeing with what I was teaching. All they could think about was who I was in a past life, and that is the least important thing to me. I don't even really understand reincarnation, so I don't go there because it's not something I fully understand. I have these memories, yes, but I might not be the only one. But what's happening now, what I'm noticing now, is a raise in consciousness. Now, why do I say that? Because every day on my videos, I get somebody who tells me this really resonates with me, or they say something like, "You're saying exactly the things that I've always thought." They're raising in their consciousness enough to recognize their personal truth, and they're raising in consciousness enough. So, and I truly believe humanity is raising now. To bring out this dimensions thing, I believe that we are raising our consciousness to a point where we are getting closer to God, closer to Jeshua, closer to Buddha. We are coming to a place where humanity itself is growing, which is why you see all the people who aren't raising their consciousness screaming, yelling, cheating, lying, all those things. Because they're running out of options. They're running out of options because the world as a whole is evolving, and the ones who aren't going to come along are really fighting back, and they're being loud. And so that's kind of what you need to look at as far as dimensions are concerned. I look at it, and I respect your beliefs if you have the belief in the 5D and all that, but I think it's far more simple. Everything I've learned in my regression and everything else, it's so simple that we have a hard time wrapping our head around it. But as far as dimensions, I think that's a man-made construct around something very simple. That's my thought on that. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.